Yay! Welcome. So the weekend is a big time for most families, and you'll probably be wondering, what am I going to be seeing with my family? Well, we've got very interesting suggestions for you here today, and we're going to be talking about them. Lately, everybody's been looking for the one series that they're going to enjoy. Family is always a word to also underline here. And we found one, it would seem. If you were a fan of Money Heist, then you're starving for some more Money Heist after the third season. While we're waiting for that one, however, streaming services have come up with a very interesting alternative, and it's a good one. It's French. Well, let's let you see this one. It's Lupin, is the way it's pronounced, and I hope Mary will forgive me if I didn't pronounce it properly. But let's see the preview for Lupin. Maybe it might be something you're interested in this weekend.
So does Arsène Diop of Lupin look familiar to you? The fictitious master of disguise and a cunning thief who was created by author Maurice Leblanc, currently streaming on Netflix. Well, if you are a big fan of the series or maybe currently snooping around on what to binge on this weekend, here's why Arsène Diop from Netflix Lupin, played by French actor Omar Sy, would look familiar. First off, Omar Sy is a French actor and comedian. He is the fourth of 8 children and was born in France to West African immigrant parents. His Mauritanian mother worked as a house cleaner while his Senegalese father worked in a factory. So, no, you don't know him from King's College or CMS Boys Grammar School. If he looks irrefutably familiar, it's because Omar Sy battled Sentinels in X-Men, Days of Future Past.
But is the future truly set?
Where you were probably first introduced to him as the mutant hero known as Bishop. Yeah, one of the most powerful X-Men in the comics, who has the power of energy resorption, which proved to be quite useful in taking down Sentinels. Omar Sy also took care of raptors in Jurassic World.
How fast can they run?
40. 50 when they're hungry.
Owen Grady, played by Chris Pratt, may have gotten the lion's share of recognition for training Blue and the rest of the velociraptors in Jurassic World, but he wouldn't have accomplished all of that if he didn't have his good friend Barry Sambini, played by your boy, Omar Sy. And more recently, Omar Sy had a much cuddlier ally in 2020's The Call of the Wild. Before the whole COVID-19 pandemic shut down the movie theaters and everything, well, families went to the cinema to see the latest big screen adaptation of the classic novel The Call of the Wild, starring Omar Sy, Harrison Ford, Karen Gillan, and also Dan Stevens.
I don't know where you came from, but I know where you are now. Welcome to the last place on the earth. I should let him have a minute.
Now, we know it's going to be a while before Nigerian girls start throwing their mental panties at Omar Sy, but before then, we do know one thing for sure. Omar Sy is an immensely talented actor who is just getting warmed up.
Wow. Yeah, I almost feel like I should have some panties to throw right now.
So before we showed that little package there, we were talking about the fact that Omar Sy, who's the star for Lupin, actually looked very familiar.
Yeah.
So because of a bit of time management here, we can't show the preview for Lupin, which is very interesting. I think you should see it.
Yeah.
But you were considering and wondering why he was so familiar.
Yes, I was. And it's interesting to see that he was in Jurassic Park. So I watched Jurassic Park back to back, probably 3-4 times. And when there's always one black guy in a movie, and you never know which one it is.
Yeah. You thought he was the guy in
Gangs of London.
No.
Yeah.
That's a Nigerian guy actually.
Okay.
He's Shokwe Dirisu.
Okay, so
Yes.
but there's always a black guy, and I don't know, man. Our African brothers are making it happen, and we love it. So Lupin, I'm going to be checking that out.
Shokwe, have you seen Lupin? Are you seeing Lupin?
It did start, because on Netflix you would see this very tall, dark, and handsome guy. And as a single baby girl, I gotta go check what's going on. So the fine dude got me for a few minutes, but I still went back to Bridgerton. It's okay.
It's all good. It's all good. Bridgerton done now. Check out Lupin. Let's see, however, that preview for Lupin. Maybe you might want to check it out this weekend yourselves at home.
Looks interesting.
So the previous Lupin, what do you think? First off, it's a French movie, so they're actually lip-syncing it in English. But it's a great alternative for Money Heist, like I said. What do you think?
Yeah, I was already intrigued, once I saw that he was him in the lead.
It's a series, yes.
And it means that there's going to be a lot more after the preview. There's going to be a lot more to come.
Yes,
so
indeed.
It doesn't tell you everything, which is good. Doesn't
Yes.
tell you everything.
It's a great storyline. What it's trying to do, he is trying to clear his father's name, and in the process, he got up being a thief, the gentleman thief, let's put it, after the story Lupin, which is a very interesting novel.
Yeah.
But the story goes on. It's a bit over-exaggerated, however, and there's a tendency you might lose it somewhere in the middle. But if you keep going and push through that threshold, you would actually find it's a very interesting series till the end.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to try it.
Yeah, you should try it. Well, tell you what. Would you look at the time? It's at the end of the final hour. Let's do this all over again. Why don't we, huh?
Yes, indeed. And don't forget,
around.
it's game day.
It is.